Hey guys, how's it going? Today's video is about preparing ahead, you feel me? And this is like it's almost a given. You feel me? I feel like most people already know, like, when you prepare ahead, you're gonna be ahead of the crowd, you're gonna be ahead of everybody. Early bird gets the worm. I'm sure everybody's heard of that before. But there's an art to like waking up early and getting done what you gotta get done. Now I understand not everybody's schedule aligns with waking up early, but to a relative standpoint, depending whether you have a night shift, whether you require to be up late and wake up late or whatever it is, having a set time and the early time and moment for yourself without distractions is probably the best thing you could do on a daily basis. If anything is going to change your life, it's to wake up early and cut all distractions for the first 3 4 hours. That means phone on D&D, no texting anybody, no checking any social medias, no doom scrolling, nothing. You feel me? Just you by yourself, working on something, finishing something, cleaning up, organizing. I'm telling you, it's gonna be life changing. Now, I've been adapting this for the last couple of weeks now because, as you guys know, I'm doing my 90 days, and so have I. Like as well as the 90 days, I've been doing this series on YouTube. But if I could say that anything is my most productive time ever, it's early in the morning when I wake up and I cut all distractions. Now you could do this if you have a night shift and you wake up at 1 p.m. You could still do this. It might be a little bit more difficult because at that point, everybody's awake and you might have stuff going on. But at least for me, the situation that I am, I know that when I wake up at 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m., I shower and I organize, I clean, I do what got to get done. Man, it's the best start to my day. It's the best start to my day. I get the most done early in the morning, you feel me, when I cut all distractions. I get so much done. It gets to a point where like I do so much stuff in the morning without distractions that I start trying to do stuff for the days ahead. Um, it's a real blessing, and I highly recommend it. Um, One of the reasons why I feel like this works is because when you wake up, your brain starts to process the reality in front of you, and if you wake up and the first thing you do is doom scroll, text people back, start talking to people, or let one off, you feel me? You're polluting your brain. You're the first thing you're giving to your head, the first motion of the day that you're giving to your brain is other people, attention, brain rot, or just filth. You feel me? And when you do that, what do you think is gonna happen to the rest of your day? Your brain is already polluted since early in the morning. The rest of the day is gonna feel polluted. The rest of the day is gonna be polluted. But when you give yourself that time early in the morning to just be, just exist, just get your stuff done. You versus you. You feel me? Just in this introspective state where it's just you. It's amazing what can be done, and it's amazing how much it carries on for the rest of your day too. Because you have this like you're starting your day at a very based level. You feel me? And when you start your day at a very base level, what you're creating for yourself, the reality that you're already in and stepping into since early in the morning is strong. It's unique. It's original to yourself. You feel me? So it helps you really kind of create what it is you're already trying to create because you're already in this based level, based state of being. I can't really stress this enough. I'm just sharing what works with me. You feel me? And I also come to realize that like music is a big part of this too. Early in the mornings, I like to listen to jazz. Now this is complete like a complete opinion, right? But I like to listen to jazz because it has no words. It's soft, it's melodic, and there's no like it doesn't really spike my emotions or like make me feel or think any type of way. It's just relaxing, calm, and consistent. So when you wake up, I mean, even if even past waking up, let's say you start listening to rap music right away with violence and sex and drugs. I mean, that's a given. You're polluting your brain right then and there. Honestly, listening to rap at any time of the day is gonna pollute your brain. And I love rap music. I really do. But listening to rap is almost like it almost gives me like a metaphysical headache. You feel me? Like I can tell when I'm getting tired of it. And the longer I lock in, the longer I realize like I don't really like listening to rap as much as I used to, because it genuinely just kind of like goes against what my brain and my body is wanting and pushing towards. So it almost feels like a resistance to listen to music that doesn't really align with myself. um but but I say this only because music can be a big part of it. So i- if you wake up and you don't really like the silence because maybe it gives you anxiety or something, right? Maybe you're somebody who's a little bit anxious, or you just need something in the background. You need a distraction. You have, maybe ADHD, something, right? Who cares? I would suggest listening to something calm because it's gonna help you just as much. You feel me? It's all about your state of mind. Like if if you can take control of the state of your brain early, as soon as you wake up, and really hold it for a while, regardless if the rest of the day you gotta text people and talk to people. If early in the morning you can hold a state of mind and a state of being, man, it's gonna help you so much. It's gonna help you so much because what it's going to do is essentially it's just going to give you control over yourself and control over your reality, way more than if you were to have waken up late, waking up not on your own terms. You feel me? Grouchy because maybe you got to go to work and you're already semi late. um if somebody had to call you, you wake up because somebody called you, you got to do something right away, you got to do a favor, like you got to text people back, you feel obligated to like comply to people's expectations. Like that's just gonna make it harder to be. That's just gonna make it harder to be yourself, to think for yourself, to like really have control of yourself that day because your brain is already polluted. You feel me? Um, it's a very interesting one. It is a really interesting one, and it's one of those things that like you can actually take control of to an extent because you know I mentioned this in another video. You guys know I like to refer to my other videos sometimes, but sleep, the time you go to sleep is very important. If anything changes, like if there's anything that can like really change your life the most is organizing your sleep schedule. And this waking up and giving yourself time to be is like the part two of that. It's like the second most important thing because you can sleep early and get enough energy for your body, but if you're waking up and the first thing you do is distracting yourself, you're just you're sleeping well, you're getting the energy, but you're polluting your brain the next day. So it's like it's almost taking another step back. It's like taking two steps forward and then one and a half step back. You feel me? But when you sleep well and you wake up early and you give yourself the time to like really focus and lock in and get done what you got to get done, that's like taking two steps forward and then like one leap forward. You feel me? um and this is all, like I said, once again, just coming from experience, what I've been doing for myself for the last couple weeks. And I can tell this is probably like the best thing I've been doing for myself in these 90 days is really like locked in and locked down that sleeping schedule, locked down that time I wake up and the routine in the morning towards which I wake up to. You feel me? Now I'm not saying everybody has to do this. Now give me 1 second. Let me close this window. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to do this, right? But I wake up, I make myself a milkshake with some coffee, protein, and what's it called? And almond milk, right? And I like coffee just because it gives me a little bit energy in the start. Sometimes I don't feel too woken up in the morning, but I like to get my coffee going. I like to get my little routine going, my jazz music in the background. I like to shower so I feel fresh. And then I just start fixing things. I start cleaning what I didn't clean last night. I start responding back to like emails or like taking care of like business that I didn't get to take care of the other day. Just catching up on what I gotta catch up all by myself. You feel me? Best thing ever. Best thing ever. I would like to say that like if there was anything that I would do to instantly change my life, lock down a sleep schedule, and lock down a morning routine. Boom, that's it. You lock those two things down, you're like 75% more in control of your life than if you didn't. You feel me? Um, but yeah, if you guys ever need any advice, I like to do one-on-ones. Just hit me up on Instagram, Emmanuel.lvx. That's Emmanuel with two M's.lvx. And then there's more details about me in the bio. Hope you guys have a good one. If you like these videos, subscribe and see you guys in the next one.